Oh, there's a wall in my way? Ain't nobody got time for that.
Yells.
What is up, YouTube? It's Ubu the Tech Guru coming straight at ya. How is everybody doing today? I'm doing fan-tiddly-astic. Today I'm bringing you some more Battlefield 4 beta. And again, this is a game type domination on the only map that's in the beta, Siege of Shanghai. Today I wanted to go into the AK-12 is the first weapon in the assault class that you get by default. And I wanted to go over, its kit and, some of the tactics that I employ with the AK-12 that I've really noticed, I've improved my game quite a bit by doing certain things. And the first huge tip that I'd like to point out is putting the AK-12 in burst fire mode. This game does have a lot of recoil on many of the weapons, like the Scar H. I can only use that when I put it in single fire mode. I can't even, when I'm in full auto, the muzzle travel or the kick basically brings the gun up so high that it ends up going above the enemy's head. So, the first thing, the biggest tip I would say with this gun is, if you're going to be engaged in only close quarter combats, like really close, then I would say leave it in auto. But if you're going to, be using it in, you want to use it as a more versatile type gun, I would strongly suggest putting it in burst mode. Right now you can see on the screen I actually have it in single fire mode for some reason. I must have accidentally hit the down pad, the down button on the D-pad. And then also you just noticed there I pulled out my defibrillators. This is a gameplay I wanted to use for this commentary, but for the assault class and for this beta, from what I'm finding is more times than not I end up finding myself dying when I try to revive somebody with my defibrillator packs. And, I don't see anybody else reviving people. So, I would say that a better choice for this kit is going to be the first aid pack, because you can actually heal yourself. You just drop a first aid pack down in front of you if you took some damage, and then that'll end up reviving you or giving you some more health back. So, I would unless you really want to try the defibrillator pack or the defibrillator pads, whatever, give it a go and see what your luck is like reviving people. But you'll see it a couple times in this game where I did try to revive my teammate and it just resulted in my own death. So the other things that I really would strongly suggest with the AK-12 is going to be the red dot, or the Cobra, the red dot sight. Basically it's like it's a T type crosshair, and it's much easier than the iron sights in my opinion. Then moving on, I equipped the laser sight on the gun because it can it can blind your enemies at moderate ranges, and it also improves your hip fire via a 25% reduction in the hip fire penalty. Then the next modification to the AK-12 that I would suggest running is the muzzle brake. Now the muzzle brake is going to reduce your muzzle climb by 25%, but it also adds a 30% penalty to the accuracy of automatic fire. Now that doesn't affect me because I don't use the automatic fire mode. I use the burst fire mode. So the muzzle brake is going to be huge when you're using the burst fire with the AK-12. And then the last mod to the AK-12 that I would suggest is the foregrip, or I'm not sure exactly what it's, vibro grip or something, but again it just adds stability to your recoil and to the accuracy of their gun. Then going into the next weapon in the assault class, I would the M9 versus the P226. They're both the pistols, they're secondary weapon. Looking at the damage, they both have a damage of 30, so I don't really see any advantage one over the other. It's possible the mobility is slightly higher actually on the P226, so that's really the only positive on that. Now I've been hearing people saying the M9 is a beast and it can destroy people, but looking at the stats, I would say that's an incorrect statement if you just look at the stats of the weapon. And then, of course, the last thing to talk about, again, it's either, you know, for your Gadget 1, I would say use the M320HE. It's kind of like a grenade launcher, and that will allow you to destroy walls and get to places on the map that you want to go to quickly. And then also, you know, for longer range destruction of your enemy, the grenade launcher is a great gadget to use. And then, of course, your second gadget, again, you know, in this game I was using the defibrillator pack, defibrillators, whatever, but you know, it hasn't worked out for me a lot. And like I said, I don't see many other people trying to revive their teammates. I suppose it could be a handy thing, you know, but just personally, I think I'm going to just stick with the first aid pack so that I can heal myself and heal my enemies, you know, before they die. So those are pretty much, you know, the general tips that I wanted to go over regarding the assault class and using the AK-12. I mean, look at how far a shot I'm taking here with this AK-12, and I got some hit markers, and unfortunately somebody had gotten me from behind. But you know, burst firing, you can burst fire even when you're hip firing. It's, you know, it basically just allows you to be able to manage the recoil so much easier when you're in a burst fire mode.
Two-piece.
You can see, you know, now in the lower right corner, you can see that I switched it back from single fire to burst fire at some point during the match. So, you know, are you guys enjoying the beta? Let me know down below in the comments if you are. I'm really enjoying it. I do wish there was some other maps, but, you know, it is what it is. It's only a beta. They did add a new game type called Obliteration yesterday, and I'm not sure how to get to Obliteration because when I go to multiplayer menu, it only shows Conquest and Domination. I don't know if maybe it's a sub selection within the Conquest game type, because I was watching Unknown Soldier's video on the new Obliteration game mode, and it was on the bigger Siege of Shanghai map, you know, where it's huge, where you have vehicles in it and whatnot. Actually, I watched a video. Well, I'll talk about Obliteration in another video. So there you see, I went 23 and 18. That's actually my highest, you know, KD or highest kills so far in the beta, and I enjoyed the game. So hopefully you found some of this information beneficial, and until next time, I'll smell you when I smell you.
Ubu out.